In today's video, I'm going to walk you through one of the key problem everyone faces who is working in the automation space, and that is setting up your Google credentials. As an automation expert, we have to deal with Google products like Google Sheets, Google Mail, Google Calendar, Google Drive, and Google Docs every day. But if you are new to it or connected it with the very first time, it might feel like an headache to connect everything together. So, in this video, I will connect 5 Google products in just 9 minutes. So let's do it. Now, here first we'll go to the Google Cloud Console or console.cloud.google.com. So here they ask for the country and then we have to agree to terms and condition. So just click on agree and continue. And if you want to create your Google Cloud Console account, they will ask for your country again and then agree and continue. And then we have the contact information and payment method. Pretty self-explanatory. But for now, we go to the project drop down and here we create a new project and I will give it some name and something useful like Google credentials. So I will just write Google credentials here and then we keep the organization as default and hit create. And now once the project is created, we go back to the project drop down and select that project. So select Google credentials. And now we have to enable all the APIs. And for that, we have to go to the navigation bar here and enable, click on APIs and services. Now to enable all the APIs, we have to go to the library. So just click on library and search for Gmail here. Now for the Gmail API, we search for write Gmail and here we are. Here we have the Gmail API. So just click on that and click on enable. Now we have to repeat this process for all other APIs like Google Sheets, Google Docs, Google Calendar. So I will just do it quickly. So now we have the Google Sheets and then we have the Google Calendar. So I will just enable this API. And now then we have the Google Drive. Just enable it and then we have the Google Docs. Now once all the APIs are enabled, we have to set up the auth consent screen. Now let's just click on auth consent screen. And let me tell you what it does before setting it up. Now, if you want to use external Google services like Sheets, Gmail, or Drive in external tools like n8n or others, we need to set up the auth consent screen. Now, this is the step where Google makes sure which app is requesting the access and what kind of data it needs and why. And the connect consent screen keep the connection secure, shows exactly what permission are being granted, and make sure you stay in control of your data. Now here just click on get started and here we give our app some name. Like I will give it some name like n8n and then we have to add a support email. So I will just select my email and then click on next. And in the audience, if you are using Google Workspace account, then click on internal, otherwise select external and then click on next. And here we have to add the contact information. So I will just add my email here. And then we have to click next here. And then we have to agree to terms and condition and click on finish. So and then hit create. So now we have to create an auth client ID. So this is what gives us client ID and the client secret. So the application type we have is a web application. And then we have to give it some name. And I will give it name again. And now we have to add the authorized redirect URI. And now this URI is given in the n8n nodes, like in Gmail node. So we go to n8n and here we have to add first step. So I will just add a manual trigger here. And then we have to add a Gmail node here. I will just search for Gmail and select email. And the action I select is send a message. So, and here we have to create a new credentials. So here we have to put our client ID and the client secret. And here above we have the auth redirect URI. So just copy that URI and go back to the cloud console and just paste it here. So I will just paste it here. And then we have to hit create. Now here we are. Here we have the client ID and the client secret. So just click on OK. And now go back to the clients and select n8n here. the client we just created. So select n8n. Here we have the client ID, and here we have the client secret. And before we actually publish this app, we need to go to the audience section, and here we either have to publish that app or add ourselves as a test user. So now it's in the testing mode. If you want to publish that app, just click on this publish app button. And if you want to keep it in testing mode, just add yourself as a test user. So I will just add my email here. And one thing to keep in mind here, only the users you manually add as test user can log in. No one else will able to access it. And on top of that, the refresh token expire after just 7 days. So your automation will stop working unless you keep re-authenticating. So it's better if you publish that app. So you don't have to re-authenticate after every few days. And now we have to go back to the clients here. And here click on n8n. And then copy this client ID here. Copy that ID and go back to n8n and add it into the client ID placeholder. Now go back to Google Cloud Console and copy that client secret. And now add that client secret into the Gmail placeholder here. And now click on save here. And then we have to sign it with Google. Now click on sign in, and then we have to choose our Google account. So I will choose one. And now we have this warning. So I have already added myself as a test user. So just click on continue. And then we have to give all the permissions to n8n to make changes in our Gmail account. So click on continue here. And now here we have this message, account connected. So now we have to repeat the exactly same step for all the other Google apps. Like if I search for Google Sheets here, so just search for Sheets, and I will select any action here, append row, and then we have to create a credentials. Finally, we have the Google Docs here. And here we have to test our connection. So I will just test the email here. So I will just add the two email here. I will add my another email here. So let me just write it. And then we have the subject. So I will just simply write hello here. And in the message, I will just simply write hi there. And now we go back to the canvas. And now we break this connection. And then we have to execute this workflow. So just click on execute. And here we are. The workflow has run successfully. And now the email has sent successfully to the specified email. Now let's check our email here. And here we are. Here we received the email. So what it says, hi there. So we have tested our connection successfully. So that's it, guys. We have set up 5 Google credentials under 9 minutes. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more automation and AI stuff. And if you have any questions or suggestions, drop them out in the comments. Thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next one.